we are just going to see import data from web page. Okay, so if you want to import the data from the web page in the Power BI, so what you have to do is, for example, suppose if this is a web page where my data is existing. Okay, so now this data which I have into this web page, that is into the tabular format. So I want to extract all this data into the Power BI. Okay, I'm sharing this URL in the chat window. So after that, you can also do the practice, this one. So now what you have to do is you have to copy this whole URL and now go into your Power BI desktop and click on this get data and click on this web. Okay. Once you click on this web, it will open the wizard where we will provide that URL. Now paste that URL and click on OK. So now once it will show the table view and the web view. So whatever the tables are existing on that web page, it will show that to you. It might take a few minutes to get it load, and it is directly picking the data from the web page. Now you can see all the tables has been loaded now. If you'll select the table, it will show the preview in the right hand side. Okay, this one. And now here also it will provide you the HTML code for that table, and here you can see it is displaying the data as well, right? In the web view, if you go, so it will show you the web page here. Okay, that web page you will be able to see, and you can access the web page from here as well. Okay, so now I want to import this table 1 data set. So I will check this and simply click on this load. Okay, or I can click on this transform data. So you can check if the data is clean or just need to perform some transformation steps to clean the data. Okay, so now you can see your data is completely refined, completely fine here. Now what you have to do is only you have to change this data type. Okay, like here you can see in this there is a one empty row or a one blank null. Okay, now this urban pro percentage, you just need to convert this into the percentage data type. So you can click on this ABC and convert into the percentage. Okay, so now it is converted into the percentage. Rest everything seems fine into the data types as well. Yes, so now directly you can use this data set, and you have a 234 number of rows and the 12 columns. Okay, so now your data set is completely imported, and now you can work on this data set. So this data set is directly connect with your web page. Let me save this. Okay. So now it is loading the data set into the data model. Okay. And now one more important point I'm just gonna tell you first of all. Be- It says now one of the loaded queries contains error. So that is nothing but that is a blank, so which we can refine it. Okay. Now, one more important thing I just want to let you know. This column validation is one of the most important concept. Okay, which you can add it from here. If you are not adding this one, your data will come. That is completely fine. But if you see this green line here, right? If your data is completely clean, there is no error. It will show this column validation that these many number of records 100% valid. If there will be the error, the number of the error and percentage it will show, and it will show for the empty as well. Like here, if you see, if I scroll it right, where the null was coming, right here, if you see this column, if you see, so some here the green line, and here some part is a blank, you can see in the line below this filter. If you hover the cursor, look, 233 valid and one is empty. So this line actually represents your column quality. This was the question was asked into the Power BI certificate. Okay. So this kind of a question can be asked into the certification as well and into the interview as well. So either from this line, once you hover the cursor, you can get this column quality, or in the view, if you check this column quality, so whenever you will import any data set, this first column will come. So from here, easily you can recognize that your data is valid or any error or any empty percentage. So these kind of a things you will be able to see it over there. Okay. Now you can apply these steps.
हेलो।
Yes, please.
अनूप सर, एक बात बताओ, एम्प्टी मतलब क्या हुआ? मतलब उस बॉक्स में कोई डेटा होगा ही नहीं? मतलब वो
नहीं,
बिल्कुल
एम्प्टी
खाली होगा,
एम
नल एंड
बिल
वॉइड रहेगा?
हाँ, एम्प्टी का मतलब उसमें नल होगा। अगर मैं यहाँ पर आपको वो एक रिकॉर्ड दिखाता हूँ, तो देखिए नल आ रहा है,
अच्छा, ठीक है।
दिस वन।
ओके।
तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू हैव imported any data set and there anything is not written, that is completely blank, so that
हम्म।
blank will be treated as a null or the empty into this Power BI.
तो सर, अगर कोई बॉक्स अगर एम्प्टी है तो क्या इज इट वेरी नॉर्मल? क्योंकि हो सकता है कि हाँ, डेटा हर जगह मैच
हाँ
ना करे, तो इज इट
हाँ,
नॉर्मल कि ये गलत ही होता है एक तरह से?
नहीं नहीं, this is not the wrong, but it is
अच्छा, ठीक
telling
है।
you, for example, if you have a long data set, okay, and I said this medium age or this rate, you will get it from the client. But now suppose if you have received the huge data and someone
हम्म।
has not written, so that will be very tedious task to check manually for one by one record.
करेक्ट।
Correct. So now it is giving you this one. It is giving you this, that there is a empty rows
ओके।
only for your understanding. Now it's up to you. You can think, okay, it might be user will not fill the data in that column. That is completely fine.
ओके, बट
Okay, this one. So, so for the column quality, they have given this best feature to put this column quality. Is it clear? Hmm. Let me save this. Okay. In the last class, did we discuss about this dynamic title, dynamic chart title? Did we discuss?
I think no.
Oh, Power BI
No, sir.
got closed. Okay, let me open. Power BI got closed. Default. Let me open that. Okay. So what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the dynamic chart title. Okay. So how you will make the dynamic chart title? So the main of this, for example, you have and that summary dashboard title, I want to make this dynamic as the basis of the user selection in the filter. If user select the 2011, then the chart title should be summary dashboard and the year should come like this. Okay. So in this way, I want to make the chart title dynamic. So let me show this to you, how you will go for this. Okay. Okay. Now here, what we can do is, now suppose here I have a text box. Okay. Now in this text box, I want to make the title dynamic. Okay. So I'm keeping this size. Okay. Some rounded corners I have given. And now, okay. So now here, what we have to do is, I just want to give a slicer here. Okay. For example, suppose I'm just giving the slicer for category. Okay. So now my requirement is whatever the category will be listed here, I want to mention that category, that selected category name into this title box. So directly you cannot. For example, if I select furniture, then here the furniture should come, right? But directly you cannot write it. So for this, we will create a measure. So click on this new measure. And here we will use one important measure, which is known as a selected value. Okay. So you can give any name. For example, I'm just giving the title. And here you will use the selected value measure. Now it is asking for which column you have to work. I said category column, comma. It says alternate result. Alternate result means if you will select the multiple values. Okay. So suppose I say all category. Okay. Like this. Now, if you press the enter key, so this measure will get created with a name as a title. If you see, with the name as a title, it is created. Now, how you will call this? So here you have to select that text box, go into title, expand this, and in title you can see this function bar or the formula. Click on this. Select the field value from the drop down in format style, and then select your measure. So measure name is title, and now click on OK. So now you can see it's showing the all category as of now, right? If I click on furniture, furniture. If I click on office supplies, this one. Look, it is keep changing, right? This one. And we can make it like this also, that I want to mention as selected category is, okay, like this. I want to concatenate. Okay, just a minute. We will concatenate this one. Okay, just allow a minute. Just try this meanwhile. Just try this meanwhile. What I was just trying to achieve here. Okay, so here it says the table name, right? The column name. So if you see, it says if you open this bracket now, it asks for the column name. So here you can select only this one. Okay, and if you want to concatenate that now, how we will do this? Let me show you here. Before this, I can add, okay, that selected category is, and then we can concatenate. Okay, now if you'll select this one, look, selected category is furniture, office supplies, technology. Okay, if you are selecting nothing, it says all category, right? But now it will not work perfectly in that case where you will select the multiple category. If I select, for example, the furniture and the office supplies together, so it says selected category is all category. Ideally, it should come furniture, comma, office supplies. So in that case, what we will do, let me show you. Okay. Now, I'm copying this text box. Okay. I'm keeping here. Okay. Now, I'm removing this. Now, here, in that case, what I will do, I will create a measure, but I will just go with this quick measure. As soon you click on this quick measure, go for this calculations, and here in the last, you will see this concatenate list of values. Okay. Here we have to drag that field. So my field name is the category. So I can drag the category. It says how many number of records do we have in that. So as of now we have a 3. So default is a 3. You can increase or you can decrease also. Okay. So I have taken 3, and as soon I click on add, it will create a measure for me. It will create the measure for me, and now you will see, look, this measure has created automatically. Correct? This one. So whatever the values you will select, so those values will be concatenated, right? This one. So now here, if you see, so the measure has been created successfully, which we can use now. Okay. So let me show this to you how you will go for. So the measure name is created with a list of category. So now I will go with this title, function key, orders, and list of category. Now, okay. Now you can see you have selected furniture, office supplies, technology, all these things. You can see this one. If I select only the technology and furniture, I selected both. So you can see, right? So this is the way how you can make your title dynamic. Understood now, everyone?
अनुप सर, जो आपने ऊपर एक बार फॉर्मूला, जो आपने बेस फॉर्मूला लगाया था, एक बार प्लीज एक्सप्लेन कर दो फिर से।
बेस फॉर्मूले में I have used the selected value. So in this selected value DAX, what I did, firstly it will ask for the name of the column. So column name, I have taken the category as a column name. And before that, I have concatenated this string, which is a selected category is. Then whatever the category user will select, that category name will come over here. It will select furniture, so it will represent as a selected category is furniture. So selected value is basically the DAX, which helps you that if you select any value from the slicer, so that value will be picked here.
ओके।
Clear?
ओके।
Now just create this everyone and assign this for the dynamic title, right?
यस
Have you
सर, मेजर
ha,
जो टाइटल में आ गया,
ha,
सिलेक्टेड कैटेगरी इज ऑल कैटेगरी करके आया, लेकिन
hmm,
वो जो कैटेगरी है वो नीचे लिखा हुआ नहीं आ रहा, जो आपका फर्नीचर और वो लिखा हुआ आ रहा था ना।
where? The last one you're talking about
यस,
or the first
यस
one?
सर, द फर्स्ट वन, नॉट द लास्ट वन। ये
First
दिस
one.
वन, दिस
So
कैटेगरी इज नॉट गेटिंग रिफ्लेक्टेड इन माय केस।
this one?
यस।
So this is a slicer, na? If you have not taken the slicer, how would it come?
ओके, ओके,
Okay,
ओके सर।
this is a slicer,
ओके,
yeah.
गॉट इट।
Now, the one great feature I'm just gonna discuss about this Power BI is that is basically the decomposition tree. Okay, so decomposition tree basically we use when we go for the hierarchy analysis. So here you can see this is the decomposition tree, this one. Okay, so click on that. As you click on this one, so here you can see that if I want to analyze my sales, okay, so if I go with this sales analysis, so you can see sales. Now this sales I want to analyze on the multiple levels. I'm adding this category. Then I want to go with this market or the segment level. Then go on the market level as well. Okay, like this. So you can see this plus sign, right? If you click on this plus, it will ask you on which level you want to expand. So I want to expand on category level. So it will expand this sales analysis on category level.
रिपीट। आई।
I have used this decomposition tree. In the analyze, I have dragged the sales. In explain why, I have dragged this category, segment, and market. And then I have just clicked on that plus sign, which was coming this sum after the sum of sales. That's it.
व्हेन डू वी यूज इट?
When we go for the hierarchy level analysis, let me increase the some font and I will explain then. Okay. So now, if you see here that the sum of sales, total sales is this one. If you see this sales bifurcation, the category wise, so out of this total sales, this much is amount is related to the technology, this much amount is related to the furniture, and this much amount is related to the office supplies, right? And now if you click on this plus sign, if I open this on segment level, so you will see that in which category, from which, in which segment, from which category what amount is distributing. I have selected this technology. So this technology amount is distributing into this amount is consumer, this in corporate, this in home office. If you select the furniture, then the furniture related you will see, right? Like this. And you can expand on this more level. I said on the market level, right? This one. So you can see this one. If instead of the market, suppose if I say remove this market and add the year, so you can add the year also. If I add the year, if I add the quarter also, right? So if you see the year is added, if you click on this plus, year is added. Look, and in the year, you can see the quarter as well. Okay, this one. So it will expand and you can change the color. Let me change the color also.
अनुप आप एक चीज बताओ, ये जो लाइंस जो बीच में जो कनेक्टिंग लाइंस हो रही है, इसका मतलब हमने उस कैटेगरी को एक्सपैंड किया है ना?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. You can see selected line will come into the blue color, unselected line will come into this gray color. अगर मैं selected line आपको green color कर दूं, तो जो आपको ग्रीन कलर दिख रही है, these are the selected lines. It means if you have clicked on furniture, so furniture में फिर consumer में फिर 2011. आप जिस पर भी क्लिक करोगे वो आपके selected line होगी ना. अगर मैं यहाँ करता हूँ तो ये हो गया, यहाँ करूंगा तो ये हो गया.
अच्छा,
Got correct?
ओके।
दिस वन. अनसेलेक्टेड लाइन का भी आप कलर चेंज कर सकते हो. मैं बोलता हूँ जो लाइन मैंने सेलेक्ट नहीं की है, दैट शुड कम इनटू द रेड कलर लाइक दिस. ओके, दिस वन.
अच्छा,
तो
जिसका
इन
बाइफर्केशन नहीं दिख रहा है वो रेड दिखेगा, और जिसकी बाइफर्केशन दिख रही है वो ग्रीन से दिख जाएगा।
द ग्रीन विल कम विच यू हैव सेलेक्टेड. आई हैव सेलेक्टेड दिस फर्नीचर, राइट?
हाँ,
So if you have selected furniture, so furniture is coming into the green na,
ठीक है, हाँ।
right?
फिर
Under
फर्नीचर की 3 कैटेगरीज है।
फिर after this furniture you have selected this segment, right?
कंज्यूमर कैटेगरी, हाँ।
Right, consumer. Then after that you have selected year 2011. Correct? If I
ओके,
change from furniture to office supplies, then the office supplies line gets converted into the green color, na?
अच्छा, ठीक है।
This one. So whatever you will select from here, it will give you the bifurcation on that. Clear? This is one of the key feature, one of the most important feature if I say, which Power BI has given to us. Because if you'll just go for the hierarchy level analysis, then you will
अनुप,
not
एक
be.
चीज एक चीज और बताओ,
Hmm,
ये एक साथ सारी बाइफर्केशन नहीं दिखेंगे क्या? ये
no.
हम जैसे जैसे क्लिक, अच्छा ठीक है।
One time you have to expand this, only the one time.
ओके,
If I have
ओके,
expanded this, so user will be able to see in this way only.
अच्छा ठीक है।
Okay. And now in quarter also, if I just add this month, you can see the month. Okay. And here we have also this option of a high and low. If you click on a high, so in each and every quarter where the high sales has been done, you will be able to see that one with a dotted line. If you see in this quarter one, in the March, the highest sales has been done or not in comparison of Jan and Feb, correct? You can see this dotted line. If I select this quarter two, which is April, May, and June, so it will show you that in which month the highest sales has been done. So I have clicked on that. Let it refresh.
ये हाईएस्ट लोएस्ट वाला एक बार।
In the highest and lowest, if I have select the highest, so quarter mean one will be expanded on this month level, right? Jan, Feb, and
Yes,
March.
yes,
And where the
yes.
highest sales has been done, it will show in the green dotted line.
अच्छा,
If
okay.
you have selected this quarter two, so in quarter two,
Mm-hmm.
in the June month, the highest sales has been done.
Yes.
So towards the June month, can you see this green dotted line?
Okay. So it will automatically points out the highest value, the
Highest.
green line.
Because I have select the high, na? If you'll select the low,
अच्छा,
it will go for the lowest one.
okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this kind of hierarchy level analysis you can create into this Power BI. Because this kind of a feature, if you'll see in the other tools or in Excel, if you'll just try to perform, it will not be applicable. You will not be able to create this kind of a hierarchy level over there, right? So this is one of the best feature to perform such kind of a analysis into business. Okay, just create this decomposition tree. Here the graph, which is basically the year wise. I just want to see the year wise sales, the quarter wise sales. Okay, so before that, let me show you one thing. Okay, we are just going to discuss about this matrix visualization. Okay, so this matrix visualization basically we use where we want to create a such kind of a visualization just like a pivot table in Excel. Okay, so if you see, if you select this one, you will get the same kind of a fields as a pivot table, rows, column, and values, right? So for example, if I drag this category in the rows, if I drag this year in the columns, and now if you drag this sales into this values, so here drag this. So now you will be able to see the sales in which year, in which category, what sales has been done. Look, this kind of a visualization. Okay. If you want to go for the more hierarchy level, so what you can do is here in this category, if you drag this segment, okay, so it will come into this collapse and expand options, right, in the grouping. So what you can do is you can expand this and you will be able to see this segments as well. And now if you want this segment into the next level, so what we can do is for creating the next column, you can expand this, go into format visuals, go into this row, and here you will get this option which is a step layout. Turn this off, so that will be come into the next column. So look, right? So now it is coming into the next column here. Okay, this one you can see. So that will come into the next column. If you do not want to show this plus and minus sign, you can turn this off. So that will get removed from here. So this is the way how you can just perform this matrix visualization. Okay. Just perform this matrix visualization.
सर ये थर्ड मैट्रिक्स में सेगमेंट
हम्म
कैसे अलग से आया है सर थर्ड में?
इसमें इस स्टेप लेआउट को आपको टर्न ऑफ करना है. You will select this visualization
हाँ
and then go into format visuals.
हाँ.
Then you can search for the step layout here.
ओके.
This one. Okay. Just create two visualization here. One is the column chart, one is the pie chart for the category wise. Okay, and just give the year into the filter, whatever the year user will select, so that should reflect into the title for this column chart and pie chart. Question is clear? Hmm. So this is a question. It is clear, or anyone has any doubt? Okay, just complete it.
सर मेजर्स वाला कॉन्सेप्ट एक बार फिर से रिपीट कर सकते हैं क्या इसी पे?
कौन सा
एक
मेजर?
डायनेमिक चार्ट का हो जाए जो न्यू मेजर्स और क्विक मेजर्स हमने किया था।
हाँ, क्विक मेजर के लिए हमने किया था ना, यहाँ से आपको क्विक मेजर में जाना था। You can leave, Prachi, if you want. So here we have clicked on this quick measure. Okay, and in this quick measure we have selected this last option, concatenated text values. In this add data we have dragged this category and here the number as a 3, and then we clicked on this add. Clear?
ओके
सर
Any
क्विक
doubt?
मेजर का, यस सर, क्विक मेजर का फायदा क्या है?
क्विक मेजर का फायदा ये है, वो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली डेक्स बना के दे देता है। अगर क्विक मेजर नहीं होता तो आपने फ्री जितना भी डेक्स ऑटोमेटिकली क्रिएट हुआ है आपको सब मैनुअल लिखने होते हैं। It will create the calculations quickly for you on the basis of your selection. Clear? Concept is clear?
यस सर, यस,
यस
इट इज
सर
क्लियर।
Okay. Coordinate the multiple things together, right? So for example, I have a slicer for the year. Two things you want to combine together, you asked, right? Hello? Am I audible to others?
यस सर
यस सर, यू आर
Okay.
ऑडिबल।
Okay. So here I have a year and I have a quarter. So I want to make a title over here where you want to mention like you have selected this year and you have selected this quarter. Is it? Is this your question is? Question is right?
Sir, my question is, I want to create a dynamic chart title with
That is
two,
fine. Hmm.
yes, yes.
But
For example, sales for year 2011 for first quarter.
you have to go with this new measure. Okay.
Yes,
You want to mention as a What do you want to mention? Tell me.
Sales for
Hmm.
year.
Whatever the year user will select, right? So
Yes,
use the
yes,
selected value, and
yes,
from this order date,
correct.
order date dot
May year.
year.
Yes,
Hmm. So it will give you the year. Okay.
correct.
And now if I use this